Hey guys, welcome to my top 5 favorite fighting type Pokemon. But before we go into our top 5, let's look at our 2 honorable mentions. The first one is Crabrawler. If it wasn't for his horrid evolution, he would have been number 4, maybe even number 3 on this list. But because of that the horrid evolution is just no. Your big brother has arisen that you're done, Crabrawler, you're done. And Scrafty, because he's a cool Pokemon, but the other 5 Pokemon are a little bit better. And why does he have like really good defenses? Shouldn't a Hoodlum have more attack than the defenses? Huh, I didn't even know he was that of a bulky Pokemon. Alright, but whatever. Number 5, Conkeldurr. I don't know why I like this Pokemon. I'll be honest right there. I don't know why I like this Pokemon. He's just like really cool. Alright, not counting any legendaries or megas, he has the highest attack stat of any fighting type. 140. And also he's sort of bulky with above average HP of 105 and an average defense of 95. But that mediocre special defense just kind of makes him meh. But he could hit hard, he could take some hits, and even though he's slow, still he could take some hits. And it's pure fighting. He gets a Guts ability, so Flame Orb, just give him the Flame Orb, and that monstrous 140 attack stat is now higher, or its actual stat. I don't know how Guts actually works. Yeah, Sheer Force, whatever. These other abilities are sort of meh. But Conkeldurr, man, I just love it for no reason. Those stones, though. Oh, he's been lifting a lot of weights, though. Number 4, Machamp. I just said Machamp. Machamp. Who's been lifting more weights than Conkeldurr? Machamp. But why do I prefer Machamp more? Alright, so Machamp even though Machamp does less damage than Conkeldurr, it's very slim, and he could still take some hits, and he could outspeed Conkeldurr. Even though 55 is pretty bad, it's still better than most Gen 7 Pokemon. Gen 7, I just wrecked you, even though I really love you. Alright, but still, even though his defenses and his HP are average, it's still good. Like, it could still take a hit or 3. Yeah. And also, he could like lift up a mountain with just one of his hands. He could lift up 4 mountains, and that's with the belt, because one of his Pokedex entries say that his belt is what keeps him restrained. But even with that, he could lift up 4 mountains. Like, he's really powerful. Number 3, Hitmonlee. I don't know why I just did that. Alright, so his defense is trash. His special attack is trash. But it's a fighting type, so who needs special attack? That should be 0. I'm telling you right now, it shouldn't be 0. It should be 0. It should definitely be 0. I've been saying 0 a lot. So, even though Hitmonlee doesn't have the most health points and can get fairly destroyed by Brick Break, probably, it still could take a special move. So Psychic, it could probably live a Psychic. Let me check. Alright, so it can't really live a Psychic, but there's still a slim chance that like Alakazam, that still has a slim chance of not KOing a Hitmonlee. That's pretty impressive. I mean, it's Alakazam. It's arguably better than Gengar. And Gengar is some strong Pokemon. I'm sounding like the angry video game nerd now. Let's go back into the video. Alright, so even though it's not good defensively, it's heck ton good offensively. I mean, with the 87 speed set, it still outspeeds like 95% of all Gen 7 Pokemon. Roasted again. Sorry, but I love you. But you got some slow-ass moans. And unlike Deoxys Speed, where, yeah, it could outspeed something, but what will it do after that? But Hitmonlee has a monstrous 120 attack stat. You think next up, there'd be a Pokemon that has 110 attack stat, huh? So let's get right into number 2, Infernape. Oh, that was so... If that would have happened... cough, cough, sneeze, cough. I don't know why. I just kept doing that in school, and I sort of got into it. Alright, so Infernape. Favorite firefighting type? Starter. I don't know. Alright, so... that below average HP defense and special defense, it could still take a hit. Let's see if Infernape could actually still take a hit from Alakazam. Okay, well no, it's a one-hit KO. Let me look at another Pokemon. Alright, maybe Infernape isn't really that good defensively, but it's really good offensively. Its attack and its special attack are the same. Which does make sense because fighting is more of an offensive type and fire is more of a special type. But we could see that it prefers fire. It prefers physical. It really prefers... Wait. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if Infernape didn't know Flamethrower, like Nintendo, or Game Freak, or the Pokemon Company. Alright, it has 108 special attack, so it's guaranteed to... outspeed 98% of all Gen 7 Pokemon. Sorry, Gen 7. Why are you so slow? Alright, but seriously, I guess that's all I have to say, actually. So, number 1, it was really hard. I should have said this before number 2, but Infernape and number 1 were really hard to decide. But one had to be number 1. That Pokemon is Toxic Rock. Oh, I love this Pokemon. So you may think, why do I like Toxic Rock more than Infernape? Alright. The Dry Skin ability. I love that ability. In Pokemon Black, too. I have a Samurott who knows Rain Dance and just, Toxic Rock with Dry Skin. Yeah, you could see where I'm coming from. I don't think Anticipation is much of a good ability, but Dry Skin is great. And also, it has a good speed stat, and like Hitmonlee has a high attack stat. But all in all, the main reason is that it's a really cool Pokemon. I mean, look at that. Alright, so I love the poison type, I like the fighting type. Seeing them together is just amazing, but the psychic type, man, that's a problem. So that was my list of my top 5 favorites of fighting types. And see you next week with, I'm not sure, but bye! It's either poison or psychic. And